So does anybody know what Goodreads is? Anybody ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
It's like that website, and they talk about books and people like posts and stuff.
Yeah. That it's like social. I guess it's a good segue. Social networking, but with books. Think of like Facebook, except that you remove the face out of it. It's called books. That'd be appropriate, because the interaction is based off of what you read and what you recommend to other people, and it's really cool. I used to think it was dumb for a while, but I'm really heavy into it. So it's good for deciding what to read. Like Goodreads is more of a database of books rather than like socializing. You do socialize, but it's a really cool place to check out book reviews. It's really handy for that. Then if you have friends, you can see what they're reading and kind of get suggestions or whatever. But mostly the database is what it's mostly used for. And then you discover new books as you go. So I'm going to go to the home page real quick. Come on. Alright, so here it is. It hasn't signed me. Okay, yeah, it's going to sign me in. You can log in with Facebook, which is what I did. It's kind of creepy how it automatically signs me in, but it just did, so I'm just going to move on with my life. This is my home page. But no, I didn't want to show you that. I wanted to show you the... It's all good.
Sorry.
Let's see.
It's a fantastic ringtone.
That's pretty cool. Wakes you up.
Make a great alarm clock. That would get you up in the morning. Oh, it gets you.
So it's really crowded with books, right? But that's what it's for. Like, search and browse books, and you search or whatever. It's got cool trivia. It's got quizzes and quotes. These are really awesome. I like their book lists. Like, this Best Books of the 20th Century is awesome because, like, I don't know, you're kind of confused on what you should read if you got...
Best books of the 4th century?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to look at that list.
I don't know, like, there was some interesting stuff. There was, like, the Roman Republic or something.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not being
see.
sarcastic. I mean it literally because I hate myself.
There we go. So there's Confessions by Augustine of Hippo and the later Roman Republic. But you get the idea. And these are made, I don't know if they're made by the Goodreads staff, probably made by, like, just, regular Goodreads members.
It's 21st century.
No, I'm sorry, man.
21st century's gonna have a lot of cool stuff in there. I don't know.
Let's see. Better.
It's probably really dense. Let's take a look.
Harry Potter. Oh yeah. Oh, I guess that's
I don't know about
Ironically,
that,
you'll
guys.
find Twilight in there.
Hunger Games, Book Thief, Harry Potter again. The time traveler's wife. Okay.
like wow.
Okay,
1,000.
yeah, I don't know. Life of Pi. See, that one's good.
Yeah, that's
Life
good.
of Pi.
The
Help.
Road.
The Da Vinci
Da Vinci Code.
Oh, there it is.
Twilight. Well, you have to put it in there. It was popular.
Right above Lovely Bones. It's kind of messy.
It was a really popular book,
These all are movies now.
So check it out. Let's say we want to go, okay, Harry Potter 1 through 7. It looks like that's an anthology book, right?
Oh god, can you imagine how big that thing would be? If it was like
Yeah,
7 of them
that's
together?
huge. Gives
My
you a
God.
cool description.
Kill someone if you hit
And
them.
then there's reviews on the bottom. Let's give it give it
Our
2
movies
stars.
reviewed violated Article 2.
Oh, well, I know I have specifically. Okay, the one below.
We have self-righteous moderators here, so
Yep.
it's good to know.
Well, I can imagine, honestly, people are going to have lots of commentary on that website.
Yeah,
That will-
there's people
Right.
who write like entire essays on them and they just put them there.
And then they delete them if they violate a rule.
Keep them on.
So you get the idea, right? Social. But I believe Goodreads has other uses, and I'm going to describe them right now in a bit. So obviously the keep track of what you read thing comes to mind really quickly, but it's really handy because, I don't know, I have a bookcase full of these books, and half of them, like, I don't really remember them. I don't really know where I got them, and, like, honestly, I could probably be okay without them, but if I have, like, the list of what I've read on Goodreads, like, I can look back and say, oh, yeah, I remember that one. That's what I did with that. Yeah, that was useful. So let me show you that real quick. And, okay, sign in with Facebook. Okay, no, I don't want that anymore. I'll just type in my email address. We good, Goodreads? Are we good? Are we good? Yeah, okay, cool. You go to my books, and I've added a ton of books for our Goodreads page. This is the Club Goodreads account, by the way, so the club has one. I added a bunch of books that, like, we have to read for 373A and 373B, They are not the actual like editions that we use to read in them, but they're pretty close, and it's awesome because like anybody who's friends with me, i.e. the club, gets to check out the reading list we've had. I haven't rated any books though, but one of my friends, which is me, I befriended the club, actually has rated some books. Let's see what he's been doing. All right, so he began reading Heart of Darkness. Okay. Oh no, Dr. Von Mario, Dracula. Oh wow, he thinks he's so fancy. Oh, he, look, he reviewed a book, and this is what he wrote about it. So, okay, Mati, what the hell is that? And then you go and you check it out. So like, it's handy. It's really cool. Like you actually get to see me interact with something that you've never interacted before, and I read it, and you know, okay. It's
Monotonous lives will be struck by sadness.
That's a crazy book.
You read it?
I love
Yeah.
McTeague.
You've read
I
McTeague?
remember too.
It's crazy,
We
isn't
had
it?
the same
Yeah.
class last semester and we had to read it.
Was it Victorian lit?
No, it was with Jenkins. It was like
Really?
21st century American lit.
It was 19th century
Yeah.
American literature. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I love McTeague.
It was really
Although I
good.
guess the ending, right at chapter between 1 and 4, I was like, everyone's gonna be dead.
It's a really dark book,
Yeah.
and I was actually in
It's
San
funny
Francisco.
dark.
It is. They're stupid. Like they're all really dumb, and
Yes.
like Trina. Anyway,
Because like it's more sinister because the characters are like more simple.
Right. Yeah, no, it's a
Because you think
fantastic.
they're gonna be like so like stupid and just doing
Well,
that.
I
And
heard
the
it on-
wonder at 'em and it's like, oh my god.
I heard it on an audiobook, and the guy who would do the voice for McTeague was always like, Trina, where's my beer? And he's like, oh, you can't have any beer, Mac. We don't have any money. What the beer, Trina? And like he's like supposed to be stupid, so like the narrative would just keep going. Well, why is there no beer? Because there's no money, Mac. I don't get it. And
It's because Mac is stupid.
he is.
They should
That's-
dumb as a block.
So as you saw in my little review, it's a tangible showcase of like what I wrote about it, and I actually used it to get into like this little intern position at the Daily Wildcat. I never took it, but it got me an interview, and they were like, "Do you have any writing samples?" And well, I've got a bunch of unfinished fiction that I've written. I've got essays, and I have this. I showed them links to 3 books I reviewed, and they liked it. They called me in for an interview. So it's cool. Like, I don't know how tangible it is for employers, like if you want to work for a newspaper, but it's something, you know. At least you don't just say, "Oh, I was an English major. I never wrote anything." So that's really handy because you read and you interact with it. You write your review on Goodreads, and I guess I was going to say that, like I already showed you that. What's the whole point of this? I mean, most people who read a lot aren't very good with the whole digital scene. And Goodreads is kind of tedious sometimes. Like, there's many books that I've read where, like, I read them and I had to put them away because I have to read other books for classes. And it's really hard to take the time to sit down and, like, remember all the characters' names and, like, write about it. But it's really fulfilling when you do it because it's always there. I'll always have fond memories of McTeague. And I really enjoyed the book, but I won't always remember that as my life goes on. But I can always go back on Goodreads and look at the review and, like, you know, I'll remember, like, I put in the time to review that book. And there was just a few short paragraphs. But this really makes me wonder about like the digital landscape for like people who like to read a lot. And I kind of want to touch base on a couple of things that I use a lot as a reader. One of them is my Kindle Paperwhite, which is this thing, or that thing over on the left. And I'm sure you all know what a Kindle is, but like I've got a ton of books here. A lot of them are free on Amazon. They're like these really basic editions that I think the Library of Congress puts out or something. You can get like other editions if you want to pay more, like a Norton edition or a Penguin edition that has like author commentaries and reviews and criticism. But the Kindle Paperwhite is great. It's lightweight. I carry it wherever I go. I'm not trying to do Kindle product placement here, but it just shows like how I'm embracing the digital age with reading, and a lot of English professors don't like that. Like Jenkins hates Kindles, and when I brought it up, she's like, "I hate them, and I don't want to talk about it anymore." Okay,
Could
she's
see
like, look
her.
at my books; they're beautiful. I can
see
smell
her.
pages, and they get really defensive.
I could see Jenkins going vicious like in this moment.
But also, my other professor, John Ulrich, like he has a Kindle Fire. Like this is the Paperwhite. It's just black and white text. That's what it's designed for, Paperwhite. It doesn't hurt my eyes. That's why I got it. But there's like the Kindle Fire, which is essentially an iPad, but Kindle version. And he got one for Christmas. One of his sons gave him. Like, do you ever use it? He's like, no. Well, I don't know. I can put some books on there for you. You know, you don't have to carry that big, thick, like John Milton anthology. He's like, all right, and I put it on there, and he just never uses it. He still carries the thick anthology.
You should ask for him to give it to you so that
Oh,
you can have it.
well,
Okay.
he's pretty greedy. You want to cute. But they don't embrace it. They don't adapt it. They don't kind of like cater to it. But I do. And one of the things, what does this have to do with Goodreads? Well, you see that little G up on the upper right-hand corner on the left picture? That's like a Goodreads app within the Kindle. I haven't been able to put it on myself, but that's like, so I'm reading a book, and when I'm done, I just click the app, and then I review it right then and there. And Goodreads is trying to get that app on every single, like, I don't know, pad or phone or whatever. They want people to use this more. Another cool thing is what's called WhisperSync, and that's from Audible, and that's another Amazon company. And that's another way that I read a lot. I read a ton of audiobooks, and I have, okay, come on. I have an app, an Audible app. And, like, the idea behind WhisperSync is that if you have a book on your Kindle, and you're reading, let's say you made it to page 50, and you have that same book on audiobook on your Kindle application, when you jump from the book to the application, WhisperSync automatically knows where you're at in the Kindle, and then it'll just put the book right there. And then after you've heard it, WhisperSync goes back to the Kindle and updates it, so you're always staying connected. And there's like a little video here. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna play it just so you guys get an idea. Go for it, dude. Come on. Here it is.
Wish you had more time to read? When you put down your Kindle, pick up right
Okay.
where you left off in your...
Let's try it.
Wish you had more time to read? When you put down your Kindle, pick up right where you left off in your audiobook.
Chapter 2, Friday, April 8th. Multiple homework arrived at the Goodreads book special.
WhisperSync for voice from Kindle and Audible means your books and audiobooks are always in sync.
12:30, the steady flow.
Next time you buy a Kindle book, just add professional narration and you're set.
But first make the audience take notice of me. You know how
It's WhisperSync for voice from Kindle and Audible.
It does look pretty awesome.
It does. It's not for the Paperwhite. It's only for the Fire and Fire XD or whatever. But you get the idea. I don't think Amazon's going to be the only company that's going to be doing this. But it's really handy for anybody who doesn't have a lot of time. And as students, I don't think we have a lot of time to spare. I've been able to survive as an English major because of the Audible app. Honestly. But yeah, Goodreads. It's pretty cool. We have a club page. Join it if you're interested. Remember, friend us. We're pretty lonely. We only have one friend. And yeah. So there we go.
Everyone is like, it's awesome.
Fatigue was pretty cool, but I never would have read it if I had taken that class.
Right.
It's such a big commentary on capitalism and greed or whatever. Gold, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
picked up the avarice part of it for sure.
But did you like McTeague though? It didn't
I
depress
liked
you?
I liked it because it made me uncomfortable sometimes. I like books like that.
Like when he kills Trina?
Yeah, that scene especially was like,
What about Zerko even in Maria?
yeah.
He like just and his leaves are there. You're
The
like,
only
oh my
nice
god,
part of the story was the old people living across the hall.
Oh yeah, they were pretty cute
They were
though.
adorable.
That was so cool that they were just.
What's his name, Grady? Is it?
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name. Was he like?
Yeah.
You read it once, you're like, crap. I don't remember. But yeah, you know, that's Goodreads or whatever, and the WhisperSync thingy. Oh man. Okay, I don't want to read my review. Oh, thank you.